Hello. This video is about how to take the ACT. So, the ACT and the SAT are tests that American students take in high school. Some colleges use these scores to make decisions about admissions and scholarships. Grade 11 at Newcomer will take the ACT test in March. Please study and be ready for the test. Even if you are not planning on going to college, the ACT is a good test to practice your English. Some training programs and jobs want you to show that you can read and write in English. So, we're going to show you how to get ready and start studying for the ACT. Now, these are the 4 sections of the test. Most universities in Kentucky do not require the writing test, so we're not going to take that one. English, math, reading, and science are the 4 parts, and you will have 75 questions, 60 questions, 40 questions, and 40 questions. Now, regular time is 45 minutes, but because y'all are learning English, maybe you will have time and a half, or maybe you will have double time. So talk to your counselor to find out whether you will have 60 minutes, 90, or 120 minutes for these different sections. These are the times you can have. But still, 75 questions, if you have 67 minutes, that means each question needs to be quick, less than a minute. If you have 90 minutes, that means you have a little over a minute. Here, mathematics, 60 questions in 90 minutes means a minute and a half for each one, or 2 minutes for each one. Not much time. Reading 40 questions for the time, and science also 40 questions for the time. So make sure that you know how much time you're going to have, and you keep track of where you're going with the questions. Now, on the slideshow, you're going to be able to click on these videos to get help with how to take different areas of the test. These are the breakdowns of the different areas within each category. And these are some videos. There are so many videos out there. So go ahead and look for someone you really like and then watch everything they have to say. Here's some tips to increase your ACT score. Now, this is talking about rewrite problems. The shortest answer is probably correct. Number 2, know your comma rules and lean away from using commas. Number 3, read the question carefully so you know what they want. Again, this is the question. Read the question carefully. For math, use your calculator and your vocabulary. SOHCAHTOA has to do with sine, cosine, and tangent, which has to do with trigonometry and geometry of triangles. And then plug and chug on the last question is a strategy that means you take an answer and try it in the question to see if it would work. Here in reading, pick an answer and move on. You don't have a lot of time. For science, don't study science. It is primarily a reading comprehension activity, and you also need to be familiar with the data, with the charts and tables, and read all the words on there. And we're probably not going to do the writing section. Okay, so I've already said this, but when you take the ACT, pay attention to the time. Work on passages or questions that are easier first, and then go back to the more difficult parts. If you pass a question, that doesn't mean it's gone forever. You can go back. Read and understand the questions before you read the passage. Also, read all charts and graphs and the words on them. Match vocabulary words in the question to the text to look for answers. For instance, if a question says, how were trusses used in Roman architecture? Then look for that word trusses back in the passage. Study math vocabulary and English grammar. Don't worry about studying science. And take the practice tests. They will help you notice how much time you have left and how many questions you're doing. And think positive thoughts. This test is hard, but do your best. You are still learning English, and we are proud of you. So again, practicing for and learning the process for taking the ACT is something that can help you with other tests and interview situations that you will have in different jobs. Okay, so to set up your ACT account, you can watch this video, and then here you can click on this to start to set up your account. Do not do this right side, sign into your account. First, you have to create My ACT account. Now, once you are in your My ACT account, if you click on this part up here that says Tests and Prep, then you'll be able to go down to ACT Free Online Tests. So once you're there, then there are these 4 sections that you can click on to take those tests, practice tests. The other thing you can do is click on this link. This is the same link. And here for practice tests, you'll see there are these 6 options. The first one explains how to take the test and how the practice test works. Then after that, there are these 4. Don't worry about writing. Do not do all of these on one day. That's too much. Pick one and do that one day, the next day do another, the next day, and etc., and so on. Now when you click on each subject, it's going to give you these different options. I think to practice, it's good to just practice with untimed. And text-to-speech is another thing that's good to practice with. It will help you be able to hear some of the passages. Then, I think it's neat that the ACT can also help you explore career and job ideas. So you can either click here, or you can go to the My ACT site. And when you're there, you're going to click on this Plans section and go to Take Your Inventories. And that means it's going to ask you questions about things you like. You'll get started, and then it'll ask you a question or show you something, and you need to dislike, like, or maybe you're indifferent. You don't really care about that one way or the other. It's not terrible, it's not wonderful, it's just there. After you answer a lot of these questions, then you can go back up here, and it's going to help you find majors that might work for college or university for you. Or I really like this one, Search Careers. You can also explore different schools, and here's View Your Summary. But all of those you'll click on after you take your inventory with ACT. So that is the end of this video. Please remember, your counselors, Miss Felicia and Miss Rita, are eager to help you with the ACT. Also, your teachers want to make sure that you are ready for this. So please be in contact with us so we can help you with this. We know you are smart. We are proud of you. This is a hard test, and we want you to do your best. Bye.